First of all, it's scientifically sound. This is not pseudoscience. The Casimir effect is a real effect. It's known to extract energy from the vacuum. Absolutely accepted by physicists. It's certainly embryonic in development, because I'm sure none of us arrived here today in an automobile powered by zero-point energy. So it is definitely early stages of R&D. When investors come to us, and we do have investors in our laboratory, we tell them it's high risk, infinite payoff. But it is high risk. So if you want to invest money in something that you know will make money in the next 5 years, maybe you wouldn't invest in this. But if you want to live your old age out as a trillionaire, maybe you would. So for workers in the field, our feeling is that just as the 20th century may go down in energy terms as the nuclear age, we think the 21st century will be the zero-point energy age. For example, you might think that the Mideast would not like this development, even if it was okay with the refineries. But the way to overcome that is to go to the Mideast people and ask them to underwrite the new development, so that can pull the plug on their potential competition. The nuclear industry also does not have to be threatened by the development of these sources, because you can go to the nuclear industry and say, you've got your magnificent billion-dollar plant here. We're not going to bother that. What we want you to do is pull out those nasty radioactive rods and throw them away and drop in our new devices. And then you can go to the public and say, we have gotten rid of radioactive pollution and we're reducing the price to the consumer. So it could be a big win for the nuclear industry, and they can continue to use their power plants.
Are you possible to build one yourself and put it at your home and cut off your wires to the electricity?
I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Right here, skip the generator in the garage stage. We think, although you could, we think it would be better not to do that. I'll try to explain why. With the electric power utilities, the way you keep from threatening them is that you don't want to have everyone have one in the garage unplug immediately, because the economic chaos would be too big. But the electric power utilities are having to meet increased capacity requirements all the time. And in the United States, they must satisfy a Clean Air Act, which is very difficult. And so you go to the electric power industries and say, okay, as you add new units to meet increasing demand and need to meet clean air requirements, don't build more of the old kind, just add our form. Because let's face it, even if we had generators up and running, it would still be a couple of decades before you could get them all distributed around anyway. So we think you skip the generator in the garage stage, and instead you'd go to a TV manufacturer, you would go to a washing machine manufacturer, a dishwasher manufacturer, and say, okay, on your next new model, instead of having a plug, the plug's in the wall, have these never say die batteries in the back. And so that way, as units become obsolete, new units get introduced without plugs. And so you slowly unplug from utility companies instead of doing it all at once.
Yeah, because economically, most people are not going to go out and buy all new equipment.
That's right.
As their old equipment.
That's right. So I think that's the way to approach it.